All right, Johnny Wunder here with GolfWRX.com. We're at the PGA show. I'm here with the legend, Mr. Roger Cleveland. How are you?
Good to be here with you.
Good to be here. Okay.
He's the legend.
I'm working on it. Let's talk about the PM grind wedges, the new release. You guys made some adjustments to it this year with Phil and all that stuff. Talk to me about getting into this wedge.
Well, this is Phil's wedge, okay? And what we did going into this, he wanted more offset. He wanted to hit a shot, a driving 20, 30-yard shot that spun like crazy. So we added some offset. If you can see this, you can see a little bit more offset. We took the MD4 micro-positive grooves, put them on this, and we did it on an angle of a 20-degree angle versus the groove. So when you're square, you get the full use of the full groove, which is the most aggressive groove that we have at Callaway. But when you open the face, when you want to get over a bunker and hit this high shot, you need some spin. So we put the micro-positives at a 20-degree angle, which now is directed directly at the shot with an open face.
So how much, I mean, everybody knows how, discerning Phil Mickelson is. This is basically an example of all the golf geek that he has. It's built into that wedge.
This is his wedge.
Right.
And so we take the ideas like the score lines that go all the way out to the edge. That was his idea. All this is his idea. This is his wedge. And so when you open up the face, you want to get away from this guy, so you start to move out toward the toe, and when you open up the face, you start to come up the face. He has grass stains way up here, and so he wants to have as much spin, and that's why he put the grooves all the way out here. We did the third thing is we changed the sole. We made the sole wider. It's like a mini Sure Out, but with heel toe relief. It's so good out of bunker and different lies and tight lies and everything. So we have a new loft 54. We go 54 up to 64 in left hand, right hand. We have another finish called a Tour Gray. It's a PVD over chrome. It's absolutely beautiful and elegant. Will not rust. You're going to wear through this, but it's very cool when you have the badge of honor that just goes right in the center.
Yeah, I mean, talk to me a little bit. We get these questions on the forums quite a bit. Talk about the porting in basically a retail wedge at this point. It's like you sell it retail, but this is usually a tour option. Porting a wedge is actually something you guys did for the tour guys back in the day.
This?
Yes.
Well, when you add real estate like this, you add some weight. So initially we just drilled holes here.
Right.
Okay. And when I initially did this wedge for Phil for the Valhalla PGA, I welded two pieces on, and so I just drilled out this thing. So it's the easiest thing to do.
So, and then a little bit about your influence.
So that actually, what you do is you raise the CG. It actually increases spin.
So you got to take out weight to add weight. Okay,
that's right.
So you've been involved in some pretty iconic wedge designs. 588, obviously a lot of the Cleveland line. How much of your influence is into this? I mean, it's obviously Phil's wedge, but where does Roger Cleveland come in here?
Well, I shaped it.
Okay.
Okay. He wanted a higher toe. He wanted real estate, so he's very aggressive around the greens, and especially in rough, and that's why he wanted his high toe. He'd take a standard wedge and go under the ball, but he might have a 10-yard shot and swing at 90 miles an hour in rough.
Right.
I mean, he sees these things, and he's amazing. So that's why we did this. That's why it looks that way. It looks a little goofy, but when you get in a bunker and you get into situations that are difficult, this thing performs like no other.
So the average golfer, take your 15-20 handicapper.
Yep.
Where are they going to see the benefits of a wedge like this?
With the bigger footprint, you walk into a bunker, this looks like you're walking in with a shovel.
Okay.
Because you have score lines all the way out. It makes it look bigger. Okay. You have a sole now that's even more forgiving than the original PM, and it's wider. It's like a Sure Out. You just go in and splash it out 2 or 3 inches behind the ball. All you have to do is follow through. This guy gets out.
So the other famous person on your staff, you have a bunch of them, but Sergio Garcia, notice, I think he said he messed around with these a little bit, but he's always kind of stayed in the MD4. Right. Why does a guy like him not transition into a wedge like this, like you're working with him?
I think because he's just more too traditional.
The shape.
Yeah. Okay. And he can get the results that he wants with our MD4. Okay. With the soles. And he really liked this a lot. Well, but he messed around with the original. I don't think he's hit this one yet. But
you never know then.
No.
Still up for conversation.
And some other company copied this a year ago or so. We had a number of their staffers on using this, and that's why they did. embarrassingly close. But anyway, we have a lot of proprietary stuff on this one.
Well, that's also like I noticed a lot of guys I can throw out a couple names. Hunter Mahan was using one. Charlie Howell used one of your wedges. Like those are non-staff. Kuchar. Those are non-Callaway paid players. So that says something about the quality of the wedge, right?
Oh, absolutely, and the performance of the wedge.
Right.
They love this thing.
That's all I got for Roger Cleveland. Have a great show.
Thank you very much.
You got it.
Okay. Thanks, John.
You got it. Johnny Wunder, golfwrx.com. Roger Cleveland. We're out of here.